Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you an OP Hand of Malenia build guide in Elden Ring. This has the waterfowl dance weapon art, which is incredibly damaging, and it can be charged up and hits multiple times. You can also use this in traverse because you float in the air while using this. So I'll be going over this full build guide at level 150 and just the stats if you're going to be going past this. Now at level 150 we have 50 vigor, 22 mind, 30 endurance with 18 strength, which allows us to also equip the Nagakiba, which is a great offhand weapon for this. I also went with 68 dexterity, which is further boosted by the Millicent's prosthesis, which is going to give us an increase to our overall damage. Like I said, I don't even have it on right yet, but equipping the Millicent's prosthesis is a great idea because it's going to further increase our dexterity and give us additional damage as we continue to attack. We can also equip the Rotten Wing Sword insignia. Going with both of these gives us the max amount of damage. The Lord of Blood's Exaltation is a great choice here. I also like the Claw Talisman or Two-Handed Sword Talisman if you have the DLC, so we can go with both of those there. The Weight Mask and Lord of Blood's Exaltation give us 30% increase to our damage whenever we're doing, whenever we trigger Blood Loss, which this weapon does. And yeah, 15 Faith allows us to cast Flame Grant Me Strength, and 16 Arcane gives us Swarm of Flies to trigger that Blood Loss buildup. So what this looks like in terms of our overall combat, we're going to start off. I also have a dagger with Golden Vow on it so that we can buff ourselves with Golden Vow without having to put 25 into Faith. And then for our incantations, I like Flame Grant Me Strength. And then Swarm of Flies is nice because it allows you to trigger the Blood Loss buildup from a distance. And then we can use both the Hand of Malenia and the Nagakiba, which are really long weapons. So typically this weapon it's hitting for 1200, so we're able to one-shot most enemies here without really much thought. So it does a ton of damage, but if you really want to go the extra mile, you can do jump attacks, which do a ton of damage. We're able to just still one-shot pretty much anything, but they have an incredible reach, so that's the biggest benefit of this weapon, is being able to hit enemies from afar. And that is, yeah, see, one-shotting enemies with the weapon or with our jump attacks. I have the Claw Talisman on here and also the Raptor's Black Feathers armor. I have the DLC version of it, which gives an increase to our damage when we do jump attacks. But this weapon absolutely shreds. With Golden Vow and Flame Grant Me Strength, you saw there, we're able to one-shot most of the Albinarics there, so it does over 1,000 damage, 1,200 damage to be precise. That's pretty strong for a quick attack. Now, we can also go another route. If we don't want to focus on jump attacks, we can go like the Two-Handed Sword Talisman or even the Axe Talisman to go with the increased charge attacks. But you could go potentially with the Rotten Wing Sword insignia or even the Ritual Sword Talisman to increase your damage when our health is full. So if you go this route, we're going to still want to buff up with Golden Vow, so that just gives us increased damage and damage negation. And then we can start off with our Flame Grant Me Strength. We can also cast some Rotten Breath, which is nice because you can get your Mimic to cast that as well. So that's some nice buffs. And yeah, start off with Swarm of Flies there. I accidentally used it twice. And then if we two-hand it, it does a ton of damage as well. So 1,700 damage with a swing, or 1,500 damage there. And if we go with a charge attack, that's 2,500 damage. That's an incredible amount of damage. This Katana shreds, and it does Blood Loss buildup. So we can run-shot the more powerful Albinarics here. And the charge attack does come off pretty quickly. It's that overhead kendo-style Katana chop, which is nice. So very powerful weapon, and it can do some blood loss through shield, so if you're fighting an enemy that has a shield on them, you're still able to deal a bit of blood loss damage and attack through it. And it has good posture damage with that charge attack, and it's large reach. I like to use a Nagakiba because the Nagakiba is just a little bit longer, and you know, size matters when it comes to katanas, so you can go either route with this, and they'll be both very powerful. So the Hand of Malenia is an extremely powerful weapon. Didn't even get into using the waterfowl dance that much, but it's an also really good weapon art that can hit from a bit of a distance. It does have that wind up there, but yeah, that is the Hand of Malenia in Elden Ring. If you found this video useful, please hit that subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.